Hey everybody, welcome to the NamaStation MD broadcast. I have a really cool guest today who I'll bring on right away. I just want to say hello to everybody, and sorry I missed you last week. We just launched CanMart this week, so work has been absolutely crazy, but awesome. I know a lot of patients have been talking to me personally, so I hope you've all enjoyed your process through the app and are now enjoying your process ordering from CanMart. So I'm going to bring on Damian, the CEO of Blissco. Blissco and Namaste are extremely tight, and we got a lot of cool things in the go here. And Damian was actually at our party there. What'd you think of the party there, Damian?
It was a phenomenal event. It wasn't no spring chicken, so been to the number of events and produced some events through the years, but that was one of a kind. Really, wow! So impressed with the professional nature of the event and the character and the industrial zone. Felt like we were kind of on this giant movie set. In this old industrial brick area with this phenomenal nightclub upstairs, and just it was a seamless experience, and it was lovely speaking with all the Namaste investors, and met a number of Blissco investors and shareholders as well. So it was a pleasure to meet all of them, and people were excited, and they're very passionate Namaste investors and shareholders, and so it was great to be part of the event. And Namaste is very, very strong partnership for us, and it was an excellent event. So congratulations to the Namaste team, Jesse. Phenomenal experience. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciated having you there, and when you went on stage, I could tell you were feeling the energy, and your speech was awesome there. I could tell how excited you were.
Yeah, I was excited. It was funny, you get ready, I had a couple of notes, and I was like, I wonder if there's going to be a podium, or it's like, oh, no podium. This is the wing it sort of thing. No notes. You just gotta speak from the heart. So had some fun. And Todd was doing an amazing job as the MC. And Sean, of course, Canada's Anthony Robbins, kind of public speaker quality there. And he had the hand in the audience in the palm of his hand, and people were excited. And this great music was going on, and it was a really interesting vibe too, because there was people from all around the country and North America that had come, and so you could see that the way that some people were just kind of like dancing, they were just kind of like just being free, and they weren't concerned what people were thinking about them. And there was just some phenomenal dancers there, and maybe people were like, hey, I'm here for a couple of days. I'm happy to I don't really know anybody here, so I'm just gonna have a phenomenal time, not worry what people think about me. And so I just love that vibe where people are just dancing freely and just expressing themselves, and I picked up a lot of that at the party, so it was great.
Well, I liked when Sean, he had the mic and he's introducing you, and he's like, all right, Damian, here's the mic. Let's see what you got, buddy. Let's hear it. And you just ran with it. I loved it.
Thanks. Yeah, it was great. I was excited for sure. That was phenomenal.
So why don't you share a little bit about Blissco? So, I mean, a lot of our investors, they know a lot about you guys through our dealings together and through the partnerships we formed. But why don't we talk about how you started this?
Yeah, we started this company because I've been a long-term advocate for medical cannabis and believe in the medical benefits of it. And so when the MMPR licensing came out in 2013, I was like, this is my time. This is the dream that I get to pursue, turning this into a real business. And fortunately, I've had some good business background experience, and I was fortunate to be in a family business for about a decade. So the company, actually, we're 5 years old this month. The corporation is, so that's quite something. Considering we'll, knock on wood, have revenue next month with our sales license. So company started in 2013. We submitted in 2014 for our license, and it was a 3.5-year licensing process. And we were licensed in March 2018, and I'm having such a great time because I love the people that we work with, the Blissco team, and our partners, including Namaste, are meeting some phenomenal people, and really people that are dedicated to serving patients and making sure the patients get their medicine. So Blissco was started to pursue a passion of mine in regards to medical cannabis and helping patients out. I was really fortunate to have been able to had a positive experience with our regulators, dealing with Health Canada. I'm a bit of a licensing geek. I really like following the rules on licensing and engaging positively with the regulators. So yeah, that experience, and I have some background in licensing, has been really helpful. And now the time is we're building the foundation. We're publicly traded in March. We're kind of really have our heads down, focused on operations. This is my first time as a CEO of a public company, so we're really focused on operations and focused on getting to revenue. And we want our hitting our milestones and our revenue and our patient acquisition to be the story. So we're really focused on that. But November is going to be a really exciting month because we have 3 digital channels that are launching, and all in partnership with Namaste in one way or the other. And first and foremost will be our e-commerce site. So that's going to be launching in November. It's a phenomenal e-commerce site. We're working with a number of strong partnership team there. We have the artificial intelligence and machine learning for Namaste and Chad and many incorporated into Blissco's website. And then we'll have our telemedicine patient app that's in partnership with Namaste as part of our 3-year licensing agreement. And then as well, we're launching a new investor site because we're going to be updating our brand. Our brand, the Blissco brand, is really about connecting with community and building a strong community, and those that are passionate about learning about the medical benefits and implementing the medical benefits of cannabis. Because in the end, Blissco is a wellness brand. We really want to focus on patient wellness, on microdosing, and going slow, and just making sure that you have a positive experience and you're consuming cannabis in a healthy way, with the end goal of having a more fulfilled, healthier, and really more of a higher focus on wellness.
Yeah, when I came to your facility there, I was really blown away with what you guys were building. Not only are you have like a safe, so you could do fulfillment in the greater Vancouver area and across the country. You're growing, you're expanding internationally. You have all you're going to be launching your app. You guys are really posed to really dominate the space, and we're extremely happy to be working with you guys. And as you know, on a private level there, we have been talking quite a bit with you guys because we do see the value in our relationship. So what you said, you have a lot of experience with licensing. What has been like the biggest hurdle to overcome in the licensing stage, and how have you guys overcome that?
I think patience has been really key. We know that the bosses in this game are the regulators in Health Canada, and if you're a public company, then they're the public markets regulators. So, and being patient, knowing that the government had to scale up and ensure there was a critical mass to provide the structure that they could process enough licenses. And so I think patience has been the number one value and the number one attribute in this licensing journey. And then now it's being able to be nimble. Things are changing. The marketplace is changing. We're really, where Blissco will be licensed in the next 2 months, definitely, to be selling knock on wood, to be selling dried cannabis. And then right now we're preparing our submission for our oil license. So we order our cannabis oil production license in August, and then in this month we'll be submitting for tinctures, cannabis oil tinctures, and for sublingual sprays, are our first 2 focuses. And we're tentatively scheduled to be licensed to sell that, maybe in January. It really kind of depends on things are changing in Health Canada with the transition from ACMPR to BLC 45. But it's quite exciting when we consider that Blissco will have a number of dried flower SKUs to be selling to medical cannabis, and as well on the oil and the tincture side. And we are working on a premium pre-roll joints as well. So we are really focused on value-added products. The dried cannabis is fantastic, but Blissco is focused on adding value with value-added products and on the distribution side. And considering what's in the pipeline with edibles and concentrates and vape pens, things are looking very exciting as we lead into 2019, and we're laying the foundation now to be able to sell all we want to really be involved in every category where there's a value-added product. So we've just done 3 hires, contracted 3 team members this week, starting October 9th, October 22nd, and November 3rd, and that is in regards to marketing and in regards to cannabis oil extraction technology, in regards to growing our call center team. So yes, we're being very lean, up to date, and we will continue to be lean. But we currently have 9 full-time employees and 7 contractors, and that's going to be going up to about 15 by December employees. So it's, we're a lean organization, and we're really focused on getting to that cash flow positive month. We're the first month ever where we will be cash flow positive, and I do believe that will happen in 2019, and that'll happen with a focus of our domestic patients, working with Namaste through our app and patient acquisition. It'll happen through number two is through exports. We do believe we'll be able to generate a good amount of revenue through that. And then number three will be on the recreation side, and we're submitting to the provinces where we have strong retailer relations. And so we've submitted BC. We're getting some feedback from them, and we're going to resubmit. And then we'll be submitting Alberta and Saskatchewan after that. So, but on the international side as well, I mean, it's you and I were talking about that this on the call before our interview. Jesse, is the European GMP. For Canadian companies to export out of Canada to the European Union, you need to have European GMP certification, and that is a full-on intensive process, which takes your good production practices, which you have as a licensed producer, and you take it to the next level with this European GMP. So we're very fortunate to have the German regulators coming in December. So we've been working on it for about 5 months thus far, and we will have our inspection in early December for the European regulators. So that's going to add a ton of value to the company, because we'll be able to be involved in a lot more flow of import and exporting, as we'll probably be around Canada's 10th or 11th facility that's European GMP certified. And so for a company like ours with a market cap of in the mid, about 45 million, there's a lot of upside here, and we really feel that we're going to really start to see some uptick on our growth once we get the sales license and start being able to roll out these value-added products. And we've got a great team. We've got our values in place. We have a phenomenal strategic planning process and executing on that each quarter with our scaling up and a Rockefeller methodology. So we're all about setting what our goals are and hitting those goals every quarter, and really focus on our quarterly goals right now. And then we have our annual goals and our 3-year goals, but those are a bit trickier with this evolving marketplace. But I tell you what, we've had 3 quarters now, and we'll have our strategic planning meeting on October 26th, and we'll have hit all 5 of our quarterly goals. So it really is a team focus on execution.
Well, out of all those amazing things you got in the woodwork there, and you're growing your own cannabis, exporting all these new products, what are you personally most excited about? What gets Damian all fired up and ready for the workday?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. We have our daily huddle team meeting at 10 o'clock every day, and I got to say I really enjoy that process. I really enjoy seeing the team. It's a short meeting. We talk about our daily priorities, and so I love to see the team and talk if I'm out of the office. We talk to them every day. So, but in the end, what it really comes down to is it really is about helping patients, and it really is about that focus on patient wellness. We do believe we're going to make a difference in people's lives, and so that provides a lot of purpose for me personally in my career, and for our team as well. So it's really about helping people, and cannabis is it's a phenomenal it's a phenomenal product and phenomenal medicine to increase your wellness if used with a lot of education. And if started off in a moderate, if you're a new user, starting very slowly is the most important thing. What about you? What gets you up? What charges you every day?
Well, that's the thing. It seems like I don't sleep these days. There's so much work going on. But my favorite thing is definitely the business development. I love speaking with you and companies all around the world and trying to bring value to both our shareholders and our business. So it's that definitely gets me fired up. Question I got for you. I mean, you've mentioned it before. Our similarities are uncanny, like our 2 companies, and Sean's on your board and we're so together. But there's one thing you guys do that we don't, and that's grow. When I was there at your facility, you guys you're about 75% of your way through a crop. What is your main goal with the cannabis that you grow yourselves? What do you want to do with that?
Yeah, we had 6 strains in our first harvest, and that's wow. The yield has been phenomenal. The rooms are working really well, and the production team is very experienced. So we have a small production, modest production area, but what it does do is it brings a lot of expertise to us in regards to buying cannabis. We know it's how difficult it is to grow really good cannabis, and so being able to have a grow ourselves, we're fortunate to have a supply agreement. We have 2 supply agreements with Supreme and with Green Seal Cannabis, and excellent partners. But we really feel that we can sit down with them and articulate and sort of engage with them in a conversation on production processes, because we do it ourselves. And there's opportunities. Blissco is interested in securing more licenses around the world. So, the green wall is falling around the world. But medicinal cannabis is legal in approximately 30 countries around the world. And that's only increasing. It seems like every quarter, and then legalization is happening in Canada in 2 weeks. And so it's this green wall is falling first on medical cannabis, and then the bigger green wall of legalization is going to come down as well around the world over the next 5 to 10 years. And so us Canadian companies have the chance to really be part of this historical wave. And so if we don't develop an international component, we're not serving our shareholders. And so Namaste is a perfect example of that. I mean, you guys are in 16 countries. You've been international since the start. So Blissco currently, we're just in Canada, but we've definitely got things. We've made announcements about Germany. We've got a few other things in the works that we'll be making announcements on in the near future. And so to go back to your original question as well, I love engaging with people. Love this business development side, working with new partners, and I'm a relationships guy. I mean, it really takes time. I like spending time with people, making sure there's a good fit, making sure there's a real values fit. Making sure that you can basically trust someone. That's what it comes down to. You want to make sure that that you're providing value, and that there's that strong trust there, and being very open. We're very open, and we want to see our partners succeed, and we obviously want to see Blissco succeed and our shareholders succeed. But we want to make sure we're picking the right partners, and we're very fortunate to have our 3 key LP partners, and we're very excited to have Sean on our board as well. Yeah.
No, this has been a great interview, and you're such a busy man. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know it's 11:30 there, and just right in the middle of a workday, so really means a lot that you took the time for this interview.
Really. Yeah, if you ever need any help, I could always send you a few names for suggestions to people that might want to be on your show. Yeah, we'll see you in a few weeks, so I'll think about some names. If you're sure you got a big Rolodex of people to have on, but always happy to help.
I love to say that I do, and I mean, there's there are a lot of people that would love to be on the show, but the more the merrier. So, and like you just heard, everyone, I will be heading out to BC to continue to develop the business. That's all I can say right now. But looking forward to seeing you out there. And anything you want to say to the viewers before we sign off?
Yeah, no, I just really wanted to thank Jesse and thank Sean and Corey and the Namaste team for our partnership, and the commitment and the focus on innovation and technology that Namaste has is bar none in the industry. You don't see any other company that has a real niche focus like this technology focus, and so very keen on the long term the growth plans for Namaste. And yeah, and Blissco, just to wrap it up, is a wellness cannabis brand, and we are distribution focused with a focus on new product development. And our light sensor has gone off here, so let me just fix that. But
they're a green company, they like to save energy. Everybody.
Yeah, part of the build. So yeah, no, it is good. We do have a focus on sustainability, and we're going to have some very innovative packaging that we launch. It'll be a bit unique in the industry, and the branding team has got a hold of some things in regards to the company history, and there'll be some interesting news pieces coming out in the next few months about our brand that'll probably make us look a little different in the industry, which is totally fine. It's good to be different.
Well, I mean, on that note, your lobby is different than I've been to a lot of the LPs around the country, and your building, your vibe in there, it's really unique. So if you're saying you're gonna make that even more unique, I definitely need to book a ticket and come check that out. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, Damian.
All right, thanks a lot, Jesse.
And we'll talk to everybody next week. Thanks for joining in and being loyal viewers. And I promise that we have some exciting content on the way out. So have a great day, everybody, and namaste.
Namaste.